Welcome back. We wrapped up our last video by talking about the elements that we've added to the page. And this is an element, this is an element, this is an element. These are elements. And the fact that we are going to change around this sidebar a little bit, which is often referred to as a widget or widgets. Now, it's important to know that WordPress and the multiple themes that it offers, they have different ways of going about changing these sidebars. But there are some generic things that I can show you that should accomplish the task of removing this from this page, which is what we're trying to do. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the back end and show you exactly how to do that. For now, we're going to minimize this and return to our WordPress dashboard. Now, we were last adding this new home page, which is what I just showed you in our previous video. We're good with that now, so we're just going to click that to go back to the WordPress dashboard. And we're going to click on the left menu under Appearance. We're going to go ahead and click on Widgets. So if you look at this widget section right here and it says Sidebar, it looks a lot like the sidebar right here. And if I was to go and resize this page, it would actually bring that sidebar down here and it would act more as a footer. And the reason this page resizes as it does is because it's responsive. It means that it'll resize to whatever screen it's being viewed from. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to remove the sidebar completely. So in this section where it says sidebars, all we need to do is basically get rid of these. So we can drop them down and just delete them. So that one's gone, 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 and gone. So now that we've done that, let's go back and refresh our page. And you probably noticed right away they're gone. And this looks a little bit more representative of what a website or a web page might actually look like. If I go ahead and open it up, you can see that they are gone, but the space is still there. So some themes are going to give you the ability to basically remove that space completely. Other times, you're going to actually have to go into the back-end code to remove that space. And the other thing that I need to bring up again here is heavily dependent on the theme that you're using. Most premium themes have a section within the themes that basically says, turn the sidebar on or off. In a lot of cases, themes that I've used in the past, when you go to a certain page, when you go to a particular page like the one that we're working on right now, there are options over here on the right that you can basically say, hey, I don't want the sidebar. For whatever reason, they're not here for default, as a default option rather. So the only other way to really get rid of the sidebar that I'm aware of right now would be to use code or possibly switch to a different theme. But that's for a different video. Right now, I want to go ahead and move forward with creating a menu because we have no menu on this page, so we can't really get around to our other pages. So let's go ahead and do that. If we were to return to the WordPress dashboard, open this up, head to Appearance, and there's a link for menus. As it stands, we only have one menu that basically came set up default with the site. That menu has a sample page, a backup home page, which we used to build this original home page, and then the home page itself. What we're going to do is actually select the menu that we want to show on our website. What's important to note here is that we actually haven't created a menu before. So what you see before us, again, was sort of generated by WordPress or the theme. If we click the Create Menu button, which we're going to do right now, it gives us an additional tab up here that allows us to manage our locations. If we were to click on that tab, we can see that the assigned menu is from the theme. We're calling it Main Menu, and we're going to select which menu we want our main menu to be. In this case, it's Menu 1. So before we save the changes, let's go ahead and take a look at our site again. Here it is. No links, no nothing. We're going to save changes. And what we're going to do is we're going to refresh this page. And you probably noticed the link showing up. Sample page, backup home, and home. We don't have to do anything else right now. If we were to click on the sample page, it would take us to the sample page. If we were to click on the backup home page, it takes us to the backup home page, excuse me. If we were to click on the home link, it would take us to the actual home page here. So it's that simple to set up navigation. If we wanted to make some changes to that menu, we can go back into edit menus and say perhaps we don't want this backup home on there anymore. Let's hit the drop down and remove it. Click Save Menu and see if our changes actually took effect. Refresh and it's gone. So that is how you manipulate the widgets, the sidebar, and add menus to your site so you can add a bit of navigation. In the next video, I'm going to try and dive a little bit deeper into removing the sidebar and making some small changes that are going to make the website overall better for your users.